Hey everyone, I'm here to give you some hints on the 5.5.3 test. So question 1A, part 1 is in 5.1.1, page 7. Part 2 is in 5.1.1, page 5. And 3 and 4 are 5.1.1, page 2. But keep in mind that these, the example on this page is not pentane. Okay, the example on this page, I believe, is propane, but you can kind of, based on those examples, figure out how to modify it to make it pentane rather than propane. And then number 5 is on 5.1.1, page 7. The chemical formula is the same as the molecular formula for a covalent substance like this. So look at what it says for the molecular formula. All right, part B, you can omit part 1 and 2, omit all of B. And same thing with C, you can omit that. Question 2 about functional groups. A is in 5.2.1, page 10. B, you can omit that. That's like not in the book, not in the text. And C is in 5.2.1, page 2. Question 3 about biological molecules. A, you can find on 5.2.3, page 3. B, you can omit that one. C, change it from 2 things to 1 thing. The book only mentions one thing. It's on 5.2.3, page 5. Question 4A is on 5.2.3, page 19, and 4B you can omit. I don't believe that was in the text. Question 5A, 5.3.1, page 2. B you can omit. C is 5.3.1, pages 12 and 13. And then question 6. So you're going to use this graph to answer the questions. You're going to use this graph as well as look on 5.3.1, page 2 for the fossil fuels. Okay, so here it'll tell you what the fossil fuels are. There's 3 of them, and add up those based on the graph to get the answer to A. B and C is really an important topic to know, but the text did not clearly lay out what's renewable and what's non-renewable, what emits greenhouse gases and what does not. So I'm going to kind of take these energy sources and put it in a chart that'll kind of help you, okay? So on one side of the chart, I'm going to put the non-renewable things that emit greenhouse gases, okay? So those are your fossil fuels. Okay, there are 3 of them. 3 of these are fossil fuels. I'm not going to tell you which ones. The answer is there. So the 3 fossil fuels are non-renewable, which means we're using them up and we're going to run out because they're not being reformed under the earth as quickly as we're using them up. And they also emit greenhouse gases when they are burned. Okay. On the other end, we have things that are renewable that do not emit greenhouse gases. Okay. These are the geothermal, wind, solar, and hydroelectric. Okay, geothermal, wind, solar, and hydroelectric are renewable and they don't emit greenhouse gases. Okay, so that we're never going to run out of these sources of energy, and using these sources of energy does not emit greenhouse gases. Then we have a couple that kind of fall into this like partial category. Something that is renewable that does emit greenhouse gases is biomass. Okay, so biomass is one of the categories up here that does emit greenhouse gases. This is basically things that we burn that can quickly be grown again. Not like fossil fuels, which don't form as quickly as we burn it. Biomass is burning things like, I don't know, bamboo and moss and things like that grow back very quickly. Which is great that it grows back, but the problem is we're burning it, so it's releasing greenhouse gases, the same way that fossil fuels release greenhouse gases. Then we have a source of energy that's not renewable, which is bad, but does not emit greenhouse gases, which is good, and that is nuclear. Okay. Nuclear energy is non-renewable because the types of atoms that you need to make fuel for a nuclear reaction are going to run out. They're not something that we can like form or, it's not something that's like regrowing in Earth. So it's not renewable, but it doesn't emit greenhouse gases. A nuclear reaction is not a combustion reaction. Okay, these things are burned You take the substance and you burn it in the presence of oxygen, and it makes carbon dioxide and water vapor. The carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. A nuclear reaction does not emit any carbon dioxide. Okay, it does release a lot of heat, just like combustion does, but it doesn't emit any greenhouse gases. So hopefully those categories will help you answer B and C. Okay, so use what I just told you as well as the graph to answer B and C. Okay. All right, so that is it for the 5.5.3 test.